Hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Puja Singh, and you can call me Puja. My pronouns are they, them. And today I will be guiding you through a yoga asana practice to get into your body. So before we begin, if you have some yoga props, please grab 2 blocks and a blanket. You might not need them, but always nice to have them around. If you don't have actual yoga props, feel free to just grab like a blanket, a pillow, and anything else that you think might be supportive for your practice. And then once you've got your props, you can set the blocks at the front corners of your mat and find a comfortable seated position. So you can either sit cross-legged or feel free to sit on your shins if that's more comfortable for you. I like to sit up on a blanket so that I have a little extra lift for my hips. It helps me to extend my spine taller. So once you find a comfortable seat, you can rest your hands on your thighs or in your lap, wherever they are most comfortable. And you can gently close your eyes if that feels okay, or you're welcome to soften your gaze, maybe finding a point on the ground about 6 feet or so in front of you. And then just taking a moment to arrive, checking in with your seat, making sure your sits bones feel nice and rooted onto whatever you're sitting on, allowing your spine to grow nice and tall, crown of your head reaching up towards the sky. Roll your shoulders back a little bit, broadening your chest. And then bring your awareness to your breath. Notice your breath moving in and out through your nostrils. Notice the subtle expansion and contraction of your body as you breathe. Just take a couple more breaths here. Allowing yourself to arrive. Then please bring your palms together in front of your heart into Anjali Mudra. Exhale, emptying out all the stale air. Inhale, fill up as much as you can. And let it go. Then please inhale for the universal sound of Om 1 time. Om. Inhale, sitting a little taller, and exhale, gently bow your head towards your heart. And I'll chant an invocation to begin. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Please release your palms and gently blink your eyes open if they were closed. And just wiggle your fingers around a little bit, and you can move your hands, stretching your wrists. And then please make your way to hands and knees into a tabletop position. So aligning shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. You can have your toes tucked or your toes pointed, pressing the tops of your feet into the ground. Spread your fingers nice and wide, rooting your palms onto your mat or onto whatever you're on. And then starting with a few rounds of cow-cat. So for your cow, you can lift your head, lift your tailbone, drop your belly towards the earth. And then for your cat, doming your spine, tucking your chin to chest, tucking your tailbone in, pressing the ground away with hands and knees. Then feel free to move through these 2 positions. You can move fast or slow. You can also feel free to move more organically, maybe moving your hips around, making some more circular motions. Also feel free to turn your fingers out towards the sides or even back towards your knees to stretch your wrists and your forearms. Just taking a few more deep breaths, moving freely in any way that feels good for your body, really paying attention to how these movements feel right now. And then please make your way back to a neutral position. Tuck your toes and reach your hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a nice deep breath or two here. You could pedal your feet, sway your hips, shake your head. And then please reach your right leg up and back and move it around a little bit in any way that feels good. Stretch your knee, your hip, your ankle, your foot. And then step your right foot forward next to your right thumb. Drop your back knee to the earth and reach your arms up to the sky. Also, feel free to place a blanket across the center of your mat if you'd like a little extra padding for your knees. Lengthen your spine here, reaching up and out through the crown of your head, maybe even lifting your gaze a little bit. Allow your hips to sink towards the earth, finding a little bit of softness. Nice deep breath or nourishing breath. If it feels more nourishing to maybe have a slightly shallower breath, that's fine as well. And then please bring your hands together in front of your heart and twist to the right. You could either hook your left elbow over your right thigh, or you could place your left hand on your right thigh and reach your right arm back. Take a moment here, broaden your chest, roll your shoulders back, reach out through the crown of your head, lengthening your spine. And then please come back to center, reach your arms up for a beat, and then release your hands. Tuck your back toes and make your way back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Then reach your left leg up and back, and again, move it around in any way that feels good. And then step your left foot forward next to your left thumb. Drop your back knee to the earth and reach your arms up to the sky. Anjaneyasana on the left side. Also, if you feel a little wobbly here, feel free to heel toe your front foot out to the left a little bit, widening your stance. Again, lengthen your spine. Relax your hips, relax your shoulders a little bit. Nice deep breath. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart into a prayer. Twist to the left, either hooking right elbow over left thigh or placing right hand on left thigh, reaching left arm back. Roll your shoulders back, broaden your chest. Reach out through the crown of your head, lengthening your spine. And then come back to center, reach your arms up. And release your hands, and please make your way back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take another deep breath or two here. Spread your fingers wide, try to spread your toes. And then please walk your feet forward to the front of the mat, coming to a forward fold, Uttanasana. Give your head a little wiggle here. You could bend your knees as much as you'd like, or you can straighten your legs. Look halfway up, neutral spine, Ardha Uttanasana. And let go, fold in. Press your feet down, reach your arms out and up, come to stand as tall as you can. And release hands to heart for Samasthiti. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now we'll do a round of Surya Namaskar, sun salutations. So please reach your arms out and up for Urdhva Hastasana. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Look halfway up, neutral spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Step back to a plank position, Palakasana, top of a push-up. Press the ground away for a moment and then lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Lift your chest, finding a back bend, Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And then when you're ready, press back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Couple deep breaths here. Look forward between your hands, and on the base of your next exhale, step, walk, or hop forward. Look halfway up, neutral spine. And let go, fold in. Press your feet down, reach your arms out and up, come to stand as tall as you can, and release hands to heart for Samasthiti. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And we'll do one more round of Surya Namaskar, so reach your arms out and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Look halfway up, neutral spine, Ardha Uttanasana. This time you could step, walk, or hop back, lowering down. Moving through your own vinyasa, making your way back to down dog. Nice deep breath once you arrive in your down dog. And then release your knees to the ground, finding a child's pose, Balasana. Try to rest your forehead on the ground or a prop here and let go as much as you can. Taking a few breaths, checking in, noticing how you're feeling now, noticing your breath. Allowing yourself to settle. Observing your energy as it settles. And then slowly bring yourself upright. Take a moment, take another deep breath. And then please make your way onto your back. And actually, just take your blocks along. Make sure that they're somewhere accessible as you lay down. And once you come onto your back, please bend your knees, bringing the soles of your feet to the ground, knees pointing up to the sky. Take a moment here, just feeling your body connecting with the earth, allowing your shoulders to be nice and heavy, nice broad chest. And then hug your right knee into your chest. Give it a little squeeze. You can move your foot around a little bit. And then extend your left leg long. And if you want, you can scoot your hips a couple inches to the right and then drop your right knee over to the left, coming into a twist. Please extend your right arm out to the right. You could turn your head to the right if that feels good, or maybe have your head neutral. Take a few deep breaths here, a few nourishing breaths. Feel your hips twisting the opposite direction as your rib cage, so still allowing your shoulders to be heavy on the ground. One more breath here. And then slowly come back to center. Extend your right leg long and hug your left knee into your chest. Give it a little squeeze. And then you could scoot your hips a couple inches to the left and move your left knee over to the right, coming into a twist on the other side. Also, if you don't have room to fully extend your arm, you can always cactus it out to the side. Making any adjustments to be more stable or to realign your spine here. Making sure that it's not kind of crooked or twisting in a way that isn't supporting you. Breathing deeply. One more deep breath here. And then come back to center. Please hug both knees into your chest for a moment. Give yourself a little squeeze. You could rock a little side to side or back and forth if that feels good, or you could just stay still. And then please release your feet to the ground again, knees pointing up to the sky. Have your feet about hips width distance apart, feet walked in pretty close to your body. And then extend your arms, press your palms down, start to lift your hips up. And then you can either keep your arms like this, or you could interlace your hands behind your back. But either way, rock a little side to side and start tucking your shoulders underneath you more and more and more and more and more until you feel like they're completely tucked underneath you as far as they can go. Then try to press your shoulders down a little bit to puff your chest up towards the back of the room. Press your arms down, press your feet down. Allow the back of your skull to be heavy on the ground and tuck your chin towards your chest a little bit. Move your chest towards your chin, maybe even connecting them if that feels natural for you. And then take some deep breaths here. Now you could either stay active, or if you'd like, you can grab one or both of your blocks, placing them underneath your sacrum, that flat triangle bone near the base of your spine. So feel free to come into a supported bridge here, supported Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. So whether you're in a supported or an active bridge, breathing in a nourishing way, allowing your breath to help sustain the pose. Another deep breath here. Now, if you are up on blocks, feel free to lift your hips up a little bit and remove the top block, lowering down onto a lower setting. Take a moment here so we can ease our spine out of this back bend. And then when you're ready, lift your hips up a little bit, remove the other block. Lowering your hips to the ground, take a nice deep breath here. And then please hug your knees towards your chest again for a moment. You could either stay here for a few more breaths, or if you'd like, you could come into a happy baby, Ananda Balasana, reaching the soles of your feet up towards the sky, pulling your knees in towards your armpits, grabbing onto the outer edges of your feet or ankles or calves or thighs. Taking a moment here. You can notice if your tailbone kind of lifts up, try to press it down towards the ground a bit, lengthening your spine. And it's okay if you're intentionally curving your spine in this way, but just paying attention to the way that your spine is placed. Take another deep breath wherever you are. And then when you're ready, please extend your legs long, setting up for your final Shavasana. So for corpse pose, for Shavasana, the cue would be for you to have your feet about mat's width distance apart, arms, hands about 6 to 12 inches away from your body, palms facing up so that your shoulders can open. Nice broad chest. But if this is uncomfortable, please feel free to adjust in any way, or if you'd like to use any props to support yourself, feel free to do that as well. Once you feel comfortable, once you feel like you have arrived, please take one more deep breath in and sigh it out. And now we'll rest in Shavasana for a couple minutes. Just continuing to let go. Allowing your exhales to help you release. letting your body get heavier and heavier onto the earth, feeling the earth supporting you. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, allowing any subtle movements to come back to your body. And then deepen your breath as you reach your arms up and overhead, taking a moment to stretch out. And then once you've had a good stretch, please hug your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a gentle squeeze. And then turn to one side, coming into a fetal position for a few breaths. Letting yourself rest for another moment. And when you're ready, please press yourself back up to find a comfortable seat. Again, feel free to sit up on a prop if you'd like, or a combination of props. And then again, resettling, resting your hands wherever they're most comfortable, allowing your spine to grow nice and tall, creating space for your breath. Take a moment here to check in, notice how your physical body is feeling. Notice any mind activity. And then gently guiding your awareness back to your breath again. Please bring your hands together in front of your heart into Anjali Mudra. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up today to do this practice, finding some gratitude for your entire being, seen and unseen, physical and non-physical. Take a moment to acknowledge and honor the roots of the practices of yoga in South Asia, honoring the land and the culture that these traditions come from. And take a moment to acknowledge and honor the traditional and ancestral land that you are currently on, honoring the original stewards of that land from the past, the present, and the future. And may this practice not only benefit us, but may it ripple out and benefit many, many others. Let's do one deep cleansing breath. So please exhale, emptying out all the stale air. Inhale, fill up as much as you can. Take your time filling up. And let it go. Please inhale for the universal sound of Om one time. Om. Inhale, sitting a little taller, and exhale, gently bow your head towards your heart, and we'll close with peace prayers. Om Loka Samastah Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. The divine within me sees and honors the divine within each of you. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you would like to continue practicing, you could listen to one of the kirtans on my channel and just kind of meditate with that sound. I also have a guided meditation that's a few videos back. I'll link it in the comments below. And yeah, I encourage you to continue practicing. I hope to practice with you again. And take care of yourself, drink lots of water, and I will see you soon. Big love.